I'm out here on a family camping trip, and of course this is one of the things that I do when we go on these family camping trips, besides hang out with my grandkids and catch water bugs and all kinds of other stuff, is I like to just kind of take my goofball for a walk. I did a video a little bit ago. I'll post that up here at the same time as I post this. This guy is such a nutball. He's so funny. It almost seems pretty abusive, that video, if you guys don't know him or know me, but he's fine. Jimbo, Jimbo, Jimbo. Hey, he's so stubborn. He's just ignoring me. Hey, dude, he's eating grass. I'm not even gonna stop him. I'm gonna let him do it. It's fine. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna let him do what he wants. Whatever. He's silly. He's so stubborn. But yeah, like I'm just like checking out the different trees around here. I was looking for some oak trees. But look at this alder tree. Look at this thing. Beautiful, giant, very old alder tree. So I'm just kind of checking out. This is a field next to an AO, one of those camps. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, let's just see what's around this thing, because I don't know exactly what this field is for. You could see that they do mow it. You know, like they got some old farm equipment that's just been kind of abandoned off to the sides. You can't really see here, but there's this big metal thing that goes way over there, and then there's something there. But I think that's an older tree. I think that's an older tree. And I mean, if you look online, it's like black alder is what they say that they sell for aquariums. I don't know if the alders here in Oregon, because there's like 3 different types of alder trees. There's like white alder, red alder. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're all safe for aquariums or not. So I'm kind of like doing a little bit of research on that, trying to find out. But I just love this tree. You know, I grew up in Alaska, okay? So I get very impressed by very large plants, because everything in Alaska is giant except for the plants. This tree's got another tree in it. It's so cool. Look at that branch, it's broken. So it's broken up there, but I think it's still alive. This is so awesome. Is this thing still alive? Okay, well, that's dangerous. I'm not gonna do that. That's how grandfather died. As in, like, my grandkids would say that. Oh yeah, he was just, you know, doing what he does. Yeah, check it out. This is coming off of this thing here, right? See that there? Is this a red alder? The bark here is red. So that looks like it's from a bear. I don't know. But yeah, it's broken up there, but it's doing fine. It's still alive. It's so amazing. I wonder, there's no way that it's rooted into the ground. There's just no, I don't think trees can do that, but this is so cool. So these are, I mean, okay, I'm gonna sound really silly saying this. Obviously, these are cones from last year. I saw another older tree over there, that direction, that had green cones on it from this year. So these are just cones that didn't fall off last year. So now you can see that's already broken off. My wife is always giving me crap for taking stuff from nature. I'm just like, whatever, you don't even know what you're talking about. Don't say that, I'm not that mean. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm sure these are aquarium safe. I know older cones are aquarium safe. I'm super paranoid of poisoning my fish tank. Saltwater, you know, if you guys are like, anybody that does saltwater, you guys know how sensitive that kind of stuff is. So I'm always thinking about anything you put in a saltwater tank, you got to be super careful. So that's kind of the way I think. Plus, I don't want to have to redo my entire fish room, because I got experimental and a bunch of my fish got parasites, because I thought it'd be so cool to throw in some cool water bugs. So I don't know. I don't know, cool water bugs that I have in my fish room are already safe. Cool water bugs that I get from this right over here, because this whole area is like marsh. Like, I would love to just see what's in this water. You could see little bugs swimming around in there. I know there's Daphnia. I know there's, you know, isopods, amphipods. Look, there's like a little, yeah, I think he actually fell in. He's trying to get back out. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in there. But there also might be parasites. And like I said, I just don't want to spend the money on treating my fish. And I certainly don't want to bring in fish to the fish store and have the guy say, hey, yeah, these are great looking fish. They're beautiful, but we just found out that they're all sick. Because, you know, they got stressed from my house to the aquarium store. Okay, he's mad at something. This dude is super aware. He's really smart. So I'm not sure, but I know there's a lot of animals. Okay, dude, what is... You're gonna scare it away. I want to see what it is. Go get it. Let's go get it. Come on, let's go get it. Watch it be like a grizzly bear. I know, that was silly. There's no grizzly bears. Not here. Not anywhere. I don't know. Kodiak Island. Check it out. World's largest grizzly bears. I don't see. What are you freaking out about? So he's like a Lopso mix. And as tiny as this little guy is, they were bred for Pallas guard dogs for Tibet. Tibetan Pallas guard dogs. What are you looking at, buddy? I wonder what it is. I honestly, I don't see what he's... Let's go get it, dude. Let's go check it out. What is it? Come on, let's go see it. What is it? Okay, I don't know which... Is it... I know he sees something. Okay, whatever it is, obviously it's standing its ground too, because he's still barking at it. What do you see, buddy? Where's it at? Where's it at? Show me. Okay, it's like right there. Okay, I'm sure it's in the tree line right there, but I don't see anything. What is it, dude? I have no weapons on me, so if like a cougar, like a... It sounds silly to say a cougar, but I don't know. I'm not sure what would be around here. What would be in this area? That poop that I showed in the video actually looked like bear poop, but... Because deer poop, I think, is like little pebbles. Well, he's not barking anymore. I didn't hear anything over in the woods either. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, man. Probably was a snake or something. He might have sensed something. I grew up in Sterling, Alaska, guys. I mean, I was hitchhiking home when I was a kid. I think I was like 14 years old. A giant lynx. I mean, a giant lynx. This thing was like, it was like, see where that tree is right there? This is where I am. Giant lynx. I'm out in the middle of Sterling Highway. There's nothing that direction. Nothing that direction. Sterling Highway is the middle of nowhere where I was at. And this beautiful big ass cat that stood about 4 feet off the ground, like up to my waist. Big old beautiful white lynx walks right out in the middle of the road because I'm hitchhiking. I'm hitchhiking in the middle of the wintertime. I don't know. I think I was like 16, 17. Stopped in the middle of the road, took one look at me, and then just kept walking like it was a dream. Like it wasn't real. It was so The lynx was so peaceful, so cool, so calm. He's like, are you a threat to me? So the cat was just like looking at me like, are you a threat to me? What should I? Okay, you're good. You're not doing anything. You're just standing there looking at me. I stopped. I'm looking at you. All right. And then it just walked back off the road in the same direction it was going. It was cool. Pretty amazing. Yeah, that was the closest I've ever gotten to a wild animal. Growing up in Alaska, well, of course, moose. Let's take that back. Squirrels, right? A moose in Alaska is like a squirrel. They're everywhere. They're just everywhere. You don't see the bears. You smell them. They're too smart. They know you're there way before. So, yeah, if you are in the middle of the woods and you smell rotten salmon, there's a bear really close. Okay, guys. Well, this is what he does. He's just like, I'm going to go this direction. He just pulls. He's a little bitty guy. He's really strong. But, I mean, he's really strong, but he doesn't weigh that much. So, what are you going to do, dude? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? I still got to tell you guys this story. All right, I'll tell you a story. Since I'm already doing this, it's already like 11 minutes. Oh, my gosh, I've been rambling for 11 minutes. Yeah, so here's the deal. This is his story. You guys remember the quarantine? So here's my background. So I have my master's degree in mental health counseling. And I was working for the Military and Veterans Crisis Line. So here in Oregon, there's an organization called Lions for Life. Lions for Life is the crisis line. Here, can I flip the camera around while I'm talking to you? If I do that, okay. Hi, how are you? Look, I'm wearing my Dead Bob shirt. Check it out. This is me, actual me, out of my uniform. I'm not playing the therapist role right now. You guys saw me in the office the other day. Here I am. Hi, okay. So, all right, back to my story about this guy. This little dude, I would say, absolutely saved my life. Yeah, he makes me healthy. He forces me to go for walks. Because at the end of a day of work, sometimes you don't want to go for a walk. Sometimes you just want to hang out. Turn on Netflix on your phone. I was going to say, watch the boob tube, but nobody watches TV anymore. Everybody's got it on their phone or their tablet or whatever. So, I'm working for the military. I'm working for Lions for Life. Lions for Life has the contract. Lions for Life, here in Oregon, is the crisis line. So you know how like 988, Lifeline, suicide hotline. Hi, you might have talked to me or my wife or one of my many friends that work for the crisis lines. So I was working for the crisis line, Lions for Life. They won the contract. See these animal trails, see what I'm saying? That's not a snake trail, bro. That's a big animal trail. A deer? It's got to be a deer, right? I mean, where am I? Am I in Centralia? Where am I? My wife plans these family camping trips. I'm just like, hey, cool, we're going to go camping. We're going to go to the coast, whatever. I have no idea where we are right now. I mean, I know, but Astoria? Where are we? I don't know where we are. I can look on my phone GPS, but anyways, this is an animal trail. You can see how the plants have gotten moved over. Right here, too. Oh, yeah, look at that. Probably, it's, I don't know. Who cares? Back to my story. Focus, Mr. ADHD. Okay, so here's my story. Back to the story. Okay, so you guys already heard I was working for the Military and Veterans Crisis Line contract. I was answering all the phones for the Military and Veterans Crisis Line. This dude eats the most gross things. I have no idea what he picked up, but oh well. Oh, hey, check it out. There's a gardener snake. Did you see that, Jimbo? That was a big old gardener snake. That was cool, huh? He's all barking at whatever, but he didn't even see the gardener snake. That would be cool. I would love to catch that and bring it home, but I don't have anything for it though. Oh, I think he's right there still. He's hiding pretty good. There's a slug. It's a pretty slug. Okay, let's just leave the guy alone. Okay, so I was working for an organization. Okay, I'm not going to tell you that other part of the story. Okay, Lines for Life is hiring suicide prevention crisis specialists. Military intervention crisis specialists. Military crisis intervention specialists. That's what it was. My job title. That was my job title. So I apply for the job. I get the job. I did that for 5 years. They sent everybody home during the quarantine. So I'm kicking it in the kitchen next to my front door and next to my refrigerator with my little desk. Got my phone system, got everything going. Thank you very much for calling the Military and Veterans Crisis Line. My name is Justice. How can I help you today? What's going on? What's up? Okay, part of that is how I answered the call. Obviously, the other part wasn't. And, we're all doing our job. Crisis happened. Everyone has to quarantine, stay home. So I'm literally at home. Nobody around. No one really to check in with, except for on Teams or Microsoft Teams or Slack. We use Slack for a little bit too. And you do that from 4:30 in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, unless you get a really long call. I've had some calls that went on for 2 hours. Don't need to get into the fine detail of a 2-hour long crisis call. You can imagine how that went. This little guy comes into the picture right now. So my wife is on the other side of the room doing the same thing as me, but she's a trainer. So she was a supervisor. I get bored, I like the crisis stuff. I like the fire. I like the dirt. I like getting into stuff. I just don't have the patience for. I'm a really good trainer. I'm a really good with that kind of stuff, but I think I would get bored over time because it's just my personality. So she still actually supervises and trains people. She just got licensed as an assist trainer, which is one of the big suicide prevention trainings that all crisis workers have to take. So she trains people. She trains people to be assist certified. That's what she does. So while I'm over here doing crisis calls and she's doing training, she also jumps into all of these Facebook single mom, little side gigs where people are like selling costume jewelry, purses, all this like silly stuff. And she's like, well, I'm supporting single moms. I'm helping people out. I'm like, okay, fine. We've got piles and piles and piles of plastic trash all over the house because she wants to help out all these people and she's just buying all this stuff. It's really funny. You guys totally should see the jewelry box that we bought her. It was like 5 feet tall and it's just full of plastic bracelets that have like this silver paint over it. It's so hilarious. And I'm like, my first degree was graphic design, fine art, and I took an entire year of silversmithing. So like, I actually could make you really nice bracelets and all this other stuff, but whatever. I don't have the tools to do that, but I know I'm going all over the place, but you guys can back up this and listen to it again. Okay, anyways. So as she's watching these videos on Facebook, and as she's buying all these things, she gets to know some people in the chat rooms. And one of the local people here in Portland, Oregon, one of her Facebook friends, says, "Hey, anybody want a dog?" My wife was like, "Hey, do we want a dog?" So she looks over, in my direction. I'm like, "Yeah, cool." Don't even think about it. I'm like, "Sure, let's get a dog." And what happened was this guy right here was walking back and forth in this one area of Portland, in front of this house. And someone that owns a little doggy spa saw this dog over a 2-week period that just kept pacing back and forth in this one spot. So she decided to pick the dog up and check the dog out. And the dog, a Lopso. If you guys Google Lopsos, their hair is super fine. And it just grows really long. So this guy was covered in dreads. It was bad. He was very unhealthy. And she took him to her little doggy spa, right? Of course, Portland, of course there's a doggy spa. So she brings it to her doggy spa. And she finds out that this little guy has a microchip. So she's like, "Oh my gosh, I can find out where this guy lives." So she does. She finds out where he lives. And she's like, okay. She cleans him all up, brings him over to the house. I'm a mental health professional. So the story that they told me, I automatically decided that this person has a cognitive issue. She brings him up there, and the lady who answers the door says, "Yes, that was my dog, but I don't want him, or I can't take care of him anymore. And I tried to bring him to the pound, but they wanted me to fill out some paperwork, and I got confused. So I came back home, and I just put him outside of the fence." I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, so we took this little guy, and he's just the coolest guy. I take him to my office with me. So all my clients that I see in person get to hang out with him. He's really super smart. He's very, very sensitive. So he really picks up when clients are having a hard time and they need a little bit of extra sympathy or something. So he'll come over and he'll sit on people's feet just to see if they're okay when they're upset or something. It's just amazing. He's a cool guy. He's my little buddy. Dude, what's wrong? What's wrong? What? So that's how I got this dog. That's how I got this little guy. So yeah, I was working for the crisis line. I would answer all my calls, and then I had about 3 clients in the afternoon, right? So I would get off the crisis line calls, and then, 4 o'clock would roll around, 5 o'clock would roll around. So I have 2 or 3 clients. I would be done at 10 o'clock at night. And I would be sitting in one single spot all day, just talking to people. Can't do that when you have a dog. You got to do this. You got to go for walks. So I want to show you guys this here. So this is more poop. I don't know. I think this is deer. Some type of deer. Don't eat it, dude. Yeah, so I don't know. Any nature boys or nature girls out there, or nature them theys out there? So yeah, kind of cool. But yeah. There's my story of the dog. There's a lot of more poop over here too. So see, the thing is I am so loud out here. Any animal is just going to run away because they're going to hear us. I'm not going to startle an animal. That's one of the things you want to do too. If you're walking around the woods or something, you want to make a lot of noise. Sometimes you bring a bell with you or something because it rattles. So yeah. Anyways, I think I'm done with this story now. My YouTube channel is very, very new. I haven't really done a whole lot to it. So as I'm saying this, no one's really going to be watching it. But maybe one day, because this is part of my career as a therapist, to be doing like some mental health support help on YouTube, and just part of advertising and everything. So yeah, and my self-care is the fish room, you know. So all right, let's go see what that little thing is right there. Like I think these are like little waterways that the farmers made. Yeah, because doesn't look like a natural waterway. There's like these holes here. Yeah, this is awesome. This would be really cool to look for frogs and that's so funny. I just fell on my butt. I'm okay. Don't worry, guys. I didn't break my ankle or anything. That's why I wear good shoes. Yeah, I didn't get wet either. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, it's just cut right down here, so it's kind of cool. I would love, I mean, you could see the oil there though. So this water's not real healthy. That's not good. All right, I think we're good now. I think we're gonna go ahead and head back and see what everybody else is up to. I love this out here though. It's so peaceful. Like look at the way this is all like those branches up there. I mean, I know that was thrown there, but it's still kind of cool. More alder cones. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe out there. Take care of each other. Smile at someone. Give a little wave. Blah, blah, blah. Have fun. Take care. Bye.